Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I don't know how many times this legislature could use the word irresponsible, but irresponsible is having, being the county with the, depending on where you read, the 4th highest tax rate in the country. That's pretty irresponsible. Irresponsible is passing a budget with a 9% property tax increase. That's irresponsible. I'm not saying this is a bad project. What I'm saying is, and why I will vote no is because until this legislature decides that it has the guts to stand up to something and say no to something, the only guarantee is that our taxes continue to go up. Is it responsible of government to be looking at spending, giving $500 and some million in tax breaks to Verizon for a project a couple counties away? Is that responsible government to be spending over $3 million a job created? Is that the role that we have as government? And all of these things that we vote on, that's what it comes down to. What should we be providing? We cannot continue to be the providers of everything to everybody. Because if we do, Mr. Park, there will not only be not any industry in this county, there won't be anybody in this county. We can't say that we're concerned about taxes and continue to spend money, regardless of where it comes from.
Any other discussion? Mr. Uncle?
I agree with Mr. Alstrom in part. I voted against this before, fearing future obligations on the part of the county. Since that time, I've talked to the county attorney, and he's advised me that by virtue of previous airport grants, which we've incurred, we're already committed to the next 20 years of having an airport here. In other words, we're required to have an airport here, even absent the present application. Whether it's approved or not, we're in the airport business, like it or not, in the next 20 years. Point number 2, this grant is funded in the amount of $120,000 of federal funds and a minimum of $3,000 in local funds. Point number 3, in short, it looks like we're already in the business, like I said, for the next 20 years, and approving this grant or not approving it has no bearing on the fact. If further federal policy changes in this regard are made, and we should decide to sell the airports down the road, the proposed expansion will make the airport more saleable. I'll be voting for this measure. Thank you.
Any other discussion? Mr. Brillo?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. To echo a little bit of what Mr. Runkle is saying, just like when you're trying to sell a house, you want to stage it and make whatever improvements you can in order to make it saleable. I think we should be out of the airport business. I would absolutely love to see us get out of this business and have private concerns take over both airports. I like the idea of having a commission started so we can really get a long-term plan and decide exactly how we can transition out of this. But it appears that we, long before anybody in this body was making decisions, we've tied our hands already. So I'll be voting, I was changing my vote and voting in favor of this. So hopefully this extended runway will make this airport more saleable to a private concern. And beyond that, what else can be done to help reduce our liabilities in the airport? Hopefully will come out in whatever commission the chairman puts together. Thank you.
Mr. Runkle?
Just one other point. I recommend as part of this commission that's going to be set up that we contact our federal legislators and see if there's any way, if we so desire down the road to get out of the airport business, that we might be able to do so.
Thank you. Anyone else? Anyone else? Let's do a roll call vote. Mr. Clerk.
Mr. Alstrom?
No.
Mr. Babbitt?
Yes.
Mr. Barmore?
Yes.
Mr. Burrow?
Yes.
Mrs. Cornell?
No.
Mr. DeJoe?
Yes.
Mrs. DeJoy?
No.
Mr. Duff?
Yes.
Mr. Gould?
Yes.
Mr. Gallo?
No.
Mr. Heenan?
No.
Mr. Himmelman?
Yes.
Mrs. James?
No.
Mrs. Kinberg?
No.
Mr. Lundman?
Yes.
Mr. Mueller?
No.
Mr. Nazaro?
Yes.
Mr. Park?
Yes.
Mr. Richmond?
Yes.
Mr. Runkle?
Yes.
Mr. Scudder?
Yes.
Mr. Stutzman?
Yes.
Mr. Stewart?
Yes.
Mr. Tarbrick?
Yes.
Chairman Crowster?
Yes.
Mr. Chairman, you have 17 yes, 8 no, the resolution passes.
Thank you.